You can now clone any website that you would like using Claude AI into Elementor. So you will get a full responsive Elementor website that you can still edit and adjust. The only thing is you will not have to start from scratch anymore. You can just copy and paste or duplicate whatever website already exists and load it into Claude, which will then create a JSON template for you in Elementor. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that, how you can speed up your processes and charge even more to your clients if you would like to do that, because you will already have a pre-built premium template that you can use for them if they, for example, have a website that they already like. This video, I'm going to show you how you can do it. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so what are you going to need in order to get started? So first you need a website, obviously, that you would like to clone. So the website that I found is just some template that you can also buy if you would like to do that. It's just some painting website for a painting service company. But we're going to use this template or this website and we're going to duplicate it. It's just some basic WordPress stuff that you can import into Claude. Now, what else do you need? You need a WordPress setup with Elementor installed. You don't need Elementor Pro for this. You can use the free version if you would like to do that. But if we want to import a header, you would need the Elementor header and footer block builder plugin, which is also free. But you cannot do this directly into the theme builder. You would have to do an additional step, but you can still do it. So you need a WordPress website with Elementor installed. And obviously you're also gonna need Claude, where I already put in a little prompt that I will also put in the description for you, but you will need Claude. This is just a free version. As you can see, it doesn't, I don't have any pro subscription on this specific account. So I'm gonna show you how you can do this completely for free. So what you also need is Visual Studio Code, where I added my JSON files. I have it open right here. This is what it looks like. It's also for free. You can download this for free. Now, what do we need? If you have the website open that you would like to clone into Elementor, it's pretty simple. The only thing you have to do is you need to make sure to right click and click on inspect. I'm doing this in Google Chrome, by the way, if you are wondering. And if you bring up inspect, you will see the HTML code on the right side here. Now I'm going to click all with this away. And as if you're not familiar with this, if I'm hovering over every element, you can see that it just as an Elementor selects all the small elements that we can do. Now I want to copy the very first section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll all the way up in here. Let me expand this a little bit so you can actually see what I'm seeing. A little bit smaller. And if I hover over the body, you can see that the entire website is highlighted, but I just want to have the top section. So I'm going to scroll all the way down until I see the first section. And here we go. Now there is a difference here. If I see this is a div, and yeah, this website, the hero section is one section and this is another section. Now, if I select this specific div up here, you can see that both of them are selected blue. If I go one down, you can see that it's just one section all the way until this blue part. So that is the section that I want to copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go and say copy element. So you do copy element. If you copy something else, it will not work. So you cannot do the outer HTML. You cannot do a path. You really do have to do the copy element. So then once you have copied your section, you are going to go to Claude and you're going to tell it, convert the attached file to a usable Elementor JSON file that I can use to import into Elementor. You also have to tell it, you cannot use HTML blocks as widgets. You may only use Elementor widgets. I'm also going to tell it, use the colors, icons, and images and fonts that are described in the HTML code that I am providing you. Now I have the HTML code copied to my clipboard, so I'm just going to hit Control V, and as you can see, it pastes. You can also see a little bit div class Elementor. This is the code that you just copied over. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to Claude. So what Claude is going to be doing now is going to be reading our HTML block or section, and it's converting it into a JSON file. And why are we converting it into a JSON file? That's really simple. The Elementor theme builder, or the templates that you can use in Elementor, are based on JSON, and they have all of the information. But you cannot just import some HTML code into Elementor to make this work. You really have to use the JSON format for this. So I'm going to go ahead and let Claude copy or convert my code. Once that is finished, I will put it into VS Code, into a JSON file, and I will upload it into the WordPress environment. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I will show that in a second. So let's just wait for this to be finished. Here you can see it's wrapping everything up. It's also giving you a little bit of an explanation. Here it says, here's your Elementor JSON file. Here's a summary of what's included and how to use it. It says to import. It already tells you how to import this, by the way, but yeah, I'm going to show you, obviously, so you don't have to check this out. But it uses the dark color, an icon box, a button with a color around its style, as you can see. And yes, it does say something about the fonts, but we will check that out in a second. All right, so now that Claude is finished with our code, I'm gonna go ahead and copy it over into my JSON files. So I have my Visual Studio Code open right here, and I have an empty JSON file. I call it painting hero section.json, and I'm gonna do Control-V and save it. Now it's a pretty large one, as you can see. It says 790 lines, but that is all fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into Elementor, click on the folder right there, and you want to click on templates, and then click on this upload button right here. And what you can do is you can now go ahead and open the folder up where you have your JSON, and just drag and drop it in there, and it will load. And if it's successful, it says you successfully imported one template. Now sometimes it might say that there's an error being occurred, and then you need to tell it that, yeah, you just tell the error back to Claude and it will convert the file correctly for you. So let's see what it come up with. Painting hero section, and let me import this. And here we go. It already created this for us. So now, as you can see, yeah, there is a little bit of a difference. The coloring is a little bit different, but we can simply fix this by selecting the colors here. And we can already go ahead and go into Elementor and change these little things here to make it completely one-on-one. And that is that red color. So let me just go ahead and click on that red color right there and copy it over. I'll also use this icon for the same color. There you go. Now it's the same. Really, really cool. Now, what if we want to have the second part? So that is this section. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the template that we have. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to just click on the little arrow to collapse this section. I'm going to go to the next one, which is this. And if you expand the arrow, you can also see of what it consists. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the very top one and click on copy element. Now I'm gonna say, thank you. I have another section uploaded as HTML that I want you to convert into a Elementor JSON file that I can then upload to my site and use. Make sure to include everything so Elementor will not throw any errors while uploading. Don't forget a template name, etc. Don't forget the details Elementor needs, such as a template name, etc. That's what I'm gonna write. All right, let's click on upload, and let's go ahead and wait for Elementor, or for what's it called? Claude to write this code for us, and then we can import it again. And as you can see, I just told it to don't forget the details Elementor needs. So if you scroll up, you can also see it creates the header information, the why choose us section, and the type is also a section. Then we have the content, which is what Elementor needs. So let's go ahead and wait for this to be finished, and I will be back in a second. Okay, so I am back. It finished with translating this to a JSON file. So I'm gonna go ahead. It already told what it did. So it also presented the file here on the right with the title and type. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this, and this is called the Why Choose Us section. So I'm gonna go back into VS Code, and I'm gonna create a new file and call it Why Choose Us.json. Copy paste it in, and on the top it says Why Choose Us section. So I'm gonna go back into WordPress, and I'm gonna repeat the same steps. So I'm gonna upload the JSON file by going ahead and opening the folder and dragging in the Why Choose Us. Let's see what it comes up with. Now it successfully imported the template. So let's see what it did now. Insert. And there we go. Now this looks a little bit different, as you can see. And sometimes it is not completely working, but it did import everything. Now you do have to do some styling. So let's go ahead and see what happened here. This created one flex box, put it to the right. Okay. Yeah, this is a full, as you can see, this is a full width. So if I remove the flex box and set it to full width. Okay, so what I did is I clicked on the container, and you can see I changed it to full width. So now if I expand it, it will put it all nicely next to each other, as we also have it in here. Now it isn't completely the same. As you can see, we have a completely different background, but we can fix that really quickly by for now I'm gonna do this by hand. So you still do have to do a little bit of tweaking, as you can see, but it really speeds up the process. So I'm gonna make the background like that, and I believe the rest is all white. So let's say that everything here is just white. Icon, no, let's just do the content is all white, and the text as well. And then we have this light bluish color. So I also have a color picker enabled. So I'm gonna say pick color, and copy over this color. There we go. And it make this icon, the background is gonna be that. And when I hover over it, I want the color to be white. So I'm just gonna copy, paste the style right there, and make this one white as well. Now, thing is that you will notice is there is a difference here because we have shape divider. So what I can do is I can click on the top half, style, shape divider, bottom, and let's see what they have. They have that one. So I'm going to click on wave. But it's already set up. The color is just white. No, we don't need that. We need this background color. So let's just copy this over and put it in here. So that's the one. Shape divider, bottom. And there we go. Now we can set the height a little bit higher, the width a little bit wider, just like that. We have the shape divider, and I'm going to bring it to the front. And there we have it. So now you can also do this with a header. So let's go ahead and try to do this with the header itself. So we now go back to the example page, and this is the header. Do we have like a div class for it? That is this one. So I'm gonna copy the element, go into Claude, and I'm gonna put it up, and I'm gonna say the exact same thing. I have another section, and then I'm gonna tell it, this is a header. So make sure it is seen as a header by Elementor. Okay, and let's wait for Claude to finish this, and then I will come back with you when it's done. Okay, so it is finished. So what I can do is, you can see it says Elementor header on the right side. So I'm going to click on copy, and I'm going to go back into my VS Code here, and I'm going to say, oh, in the painting website, new file, header, no, let's call it painting header.json. Let's go up and see, yeah, the type is a header, so it did that correctly. So back into our example page. Now I'm gonna exit, and I'm gonna click on Elementor Theme Builder. Now this is the part, if you have the free version of Elementor, you do need the plugin header and footer builder, and for the rest it stays exactly the same. So I'm gonna click on header, add a new one, templates, click on upload, and then select our header here. So let's import it, and there we go, and it's home painting header. So I'm gonna click on insert, and there you go. It literally did exactly the same. Yeah, these are the pages I have. This is also Dutch, I see, but you can style this a little bit if you would like. You can still change the color here. Now border radius, let's put that back to 10. And you can change the color to this red color if you would like to do that. So I'm just gonna, pick a color. Let's copy it over, change it. Sometimes it indeed doesn't really do it like that, how you would like to do that. So it doesn't use the colors, but you have to do some manual work if you don't mind doing that. I normally don't. Now let's put that like this. There we go. And now we have the header as well. And let's just change this to that color and make a grow animation. And publish this for the entire site. So if we now go back into our Elementor, and I go to the page and click on the example page, I'm going to view it. As you can see, we already have a really nice looking part of a website that we just copied and pasted using Claude from here. So you do have to do a little bit of manual work still. It isn't really perfect because you don't need any paid tools. This is just completely for free. But as you can see, with just a couple of steps, you can already start working with this, and you can do some really cool stuff within Elementor and using Claude. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. I will answer you as fast as I can. And if you have any recommendations for upcoming videos that you would like to see, also let me know so I can prepare something for you. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.